Friday, you wonderful, wonderful people. Let us continue on with the PG-related Drama Friday. I've chosen two. What's up? You alright?
You might think that I'm not around, but look, I'm right here.
It's your left ear.
No, the joke was ear, not the fucking right part.
You should have fixed that. You should have fucking fixed that. It's the left ear, you dipshit. You dipshit. I've picked two roleplay stories because the sexy ones that have been sent in have been rather mundane to our levels of standard.
They've not been sexy.
There was no spider sex. There was nothing
Maggoty
overly
boxes.
creepy. There was no maggoty boxes. There was no creepy dog sex pictures. I mean, we've been down some dangerous roads on Drama Friday. Or Drama Time, as it's now called. Hello.
Drama time.
Well, we do it on a Saturday, so it can't be Drama Friday anymore. That makes sense. That makes sense. So you can start looking for some names.
What was that quality name from the start of the web show? Because I want that to be an appearance. That's like a good, clean but funny MVP name.
No spider sex. I know, right? No spider sex, which is a big part. I don't remember. And there's a lot of good
Someone
names in
from
the chat today.
remember.
I like it. A lot of the Drama Time discussions, it's about people discussing. If you look in the YouTube comments of Drama Time, there's a lot of people discussing what kind of name might get me picked, which is just a hell of a discussion to be having.
I have got one that I'll add to. You've got to type them all, so get ready.
It's one of those where they don't list who's going to be in it.
Well, can we get some like blockers just in case?
Yeah, okay. So let's pick some names and we'll apply them to people as we go.
Grizzly Jackson.
Grizzly Jackson.
Solid name, mate. Solid name.
He sounds like an ice road trucker. A show which I've had to watch way too much recently because my son loves trucks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Dangerous job, mate.
Do you want to pick one?
No.
Good. Jesus Christ. I can't even read them.
It's fast, isn't it? It's so fucking fast. Come on.
Okay, Super You.
Super You.
Super You, mate.
No.
You.
No. Super You. Can we have Dunkin' Bollocks?
I was looking at Dunkin' Bollocks.
Dunkin' Bollocks. Dunk my bollocks. One more, because this might run both stories. I can't remember people.
Okay.
Let's have Cloggy. I haven't seen Cloggy in so long. Yeah, I haven't seen Cloggy in so long. We'll throw him in there. Warlock, you know, hence the purple chat colour for science.
RP.
I'll tell you, the reason Cloggy is a legend amongst the guild, even though he's only there for a short time.
Can you refer him by his full name?
Cloggington, because he's a filthy quitter. But we had to do the train boss in Battle Rock Foundry on Mythic, and every time we wiped, he came up with a train fact that he was Googling. Did you know the 12-gauge engine?
What, the shotgun that powers a train?
It was something like that. It was so fucking weird. I loved it. I love shit like that, me. It's paid freedom. Look at all these snobs. Elitists! Elitists with their paid freedom. Elitists with their paid freedom. Right then, let's get creepy. The Wealth. What's a wealth?
Do you want me to tell you?
Have you read it?
No.
Yeah, you have.
No, I haven't, mate.
You have. You have. You read exactly this. You fucking cheated.
I fucking didn't. Why have you got to ruin the illusion, mate? I swear to God, if I had a hard light power ring, I'd fuck you right. Oh shit, mate.
Can't believe you brought it back into context.
I'm gonna hard light you a hand job.
That'd be awesome.
Happened, mate.
That would be awesome because you could get a super.
Because you wouldn't even have to move your hand.
Your Green Lantern
You'd be like
absolutely does that.
You'd be like this.
But you could hard light yourself a woman though. Like the perfect woman.
With like 8 feet breasts.
The lanterns at night, that must be a fucking fiesta. I never even considered what the lanterns do in the evening.
Can you imagine the hard light soapy tit wank that you could make?
Soapy tit wank. Oh my god. That's ace. That's ace. Oh my god.
But it's hard light as well, so when you finish, mate, it's not just going to go onto the ground, it's going to go on the hard light. Then you can carry the hard light. Listen though, just listen to me. Carry the hard lights like a trash can, and then make it disappear, and it all falls in the bin.
There's definitely fan fiction to be had there. I can hard light myself a towel. The spooge machine. It's hard light spooge collection time. Oh my god. That's just imagine just wishing anything you wanted.
I'm imagining, I'm gone.
Hard light orgies, just a fucking second away.
Mate!
Yeah, oh, it goes the distance.
Mate, hard light twins, yeah? Playing your purple piccolo.
No triplets, amateur.
No, well, the third one's giving you a rim job, but the two that are on the top.
Oh, God! Oh, no!
What? I'm just saying!
Alright, girls, there's 3 of you. You know one of you's got a job.
One of you is to clean that button.
You know where one of you's going to end up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Filthy. Alright then, our story's going to be nowhere near as good as the hard light fucking sex fiesta, Days of Sodom. What was
It's
it?
not Sodom, mate.
What was
Nothing
that
goes in.
film? Where they cut all the tongues out and the fingers off.
I don't fucking
And
know.
eat poo. Salo! Hey, I watched The Human Centipede 3 this week. Yeah?
Why?
It was on Netflix. I was working. I was writing. I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, fuck me. No way did someone make this movie. I can't believe people agreed to be in it. Including Tiny Lister from Friday, isn't it? He's the head of the Centipede. He's number 1. He is. He is. Tiny Lister. That was you? Yeah, I rated it 5 out of 5. I was like, yeah, best film I've ever seen. So good. Right then, hey preacher! long time fan, and do I have a drama story for you? Oh, okay, just say, hey, I'm such an asshole. The characters are me, which we won't include because they never get mentioned, a mage, which will be Grizzly Jackson, and a hunter, Super You. Yeah?
Super you. Super me? No, sir. Super you.
Stop touching me.
No!
Stop touching
You don't own
me. You're
me.
caressing me.
You're not my supervisor.
Oh no, yeah, okay, I want to clear this up. He was the head of the Centipede, which makes you think that he gets to eat the, you want the vanilla paste? You tell me you've seen the South Park.
No.
You've never seen the South Park where they make the human cent iPad? Steve Jobs creates a new iPad made out of a human centipede. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I have seen it. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, where they have the vanilla paste or the tuna fish. Because he's an Asian guy at the front, so they have that voice. Right. But they make him eat a bowl of poo. They thought of it. You thought you'd get away with it by being the head of it, but he gets a big bowl of poo. So get wrecked. Being the head of the centipede does not help your issues. And a guy who's got irritable bowel gets picked to go into the worst prisoner.
Right at the back.
In the middle. They go into a guy. They're making like a 500-man centipede, right? It's a prison. That's the idea. And then the doctor comes up and the doctor's like, what are we going to do with this guy? And like, what's up? He's got irritable bowel. He's just sat there. He says he farts constantly. And he's like one prisoner he hates more than the other. He's like, attach him to him. Because he's got the constant bowel farts going on. It's just fucking stupid. It's like hilarious. So good. Anyway. For me, it all started near the end of Vanilla. I played WoW on my uncle's account for a week. You know what that like, mate, don't you, mate?
Played on your account for a week.
Yeah, not your uncle, though. You know what I mean?
How do you know?
I know. No, I just know.
Fair enough.
I just know. On my uncle's account for a week, just questing on my Dwarven Warrior. And although I was 7 at the time, I got to about level 40. And then I left and did not return till Kata. Anyway, me and Grizzly Jackson were IRL friends. We had known each other for a good 4 years of high school and had 2 friends who started to push us away from console gaming to PC with WoW by saying things like FPS. What are you playing? PS1? Me. Do you FPS? Do you? Do you FPS? Naturally, I accepted. But would Grizzly Jackson accept? He was a bit reserved. His stepdad had played from late beta vanilla, and he said it would be awkward having his stepdad play with him. Good point. It's a solid point, to be fair.
Grizzly Jackson sounds already like he's the MVP of this story.
Yeah. Grizzly Jackson's like, yeah, I know it's probably a good game, yo, but I might have to play with my dad, and that's lame. That is whack.
Yeah.
Yeah? If I was to bring it into realistic time, that would be whack.
Realistic time and whack.
Hey.
Sub with a whack PlayStation sub.
What is that? It's whack. It will be whack to have to play with him or share an account, but after a while, Grizzly Jackson joined the team. We did Wrath, and I leveled a Dwarf Warrior again, and he became a human mage. And we chose Argent Dawn at our friend's request. I tell you what, we get some tasty stories from Argent Dawn. Argent Dawn is the place to be.
I'm going back to Argent Dawn soon, mate.
You're starting a thing. You're going to start a movement. Yeah? Argent Dawn. Shortly after we got into our stride, though, our two other friends left the game for good because they fucking hated Cataclysm. It slowed down our leveling, but then Pandaria came. And with it, we hit level 60 on all our characters. We got to our mains to about 78 to 79. We hit cap and then joined the Earl of Ur. But he was far more into LFR than I was. And then he joined a raiding guild. While I was just mashing buttons, mate, for the most part. And I started playing less and less until our Irish friend also got interested. And I did Wrath with him, as Grizzly Jackson had the mount. So we figured it was fair that I got the mount this time, yeah? Trading mounts, mate. Yeah? Get your Wrath Love Rocket. Gotta get your Wrath Love Rocket. All good. We leveled only 3 characters to the Wrath cap, and then he got 1 character to 90 because he was slow and wanted to play other games. As such, he never got invested. But he did cap out 1 soon. His hunter. And his name was Super U.
Super me?
Super
no,
you.
mate. Super you. Does it annoy you when I touch you?
No, no.
You said it did before.
Only if you were being a stranger. You know, like when you pretend to rob me? Come on. You know what I mean? Can you tie me up in that? That's when it's a little bit weird. During the dungeon grind, he picked up a certain male item. A wolf mask helmet. We all know it and love it, right?
From Zol
Farak.
Farak.
Farak, mate! Up top. Wolf helm. It was classic at the time. I swear to God that was one of the best items in vanilla. At this time, Grizzly Jackson and I had decided to start getting into roleplay. And of course, Super U decided to come along. The first RP event went well, but Super U didn't say much as he still had not thought of any way to flesh out his character. Because he didn't know all of the lore. We explained the basics to him on why a Night Elf Ranger such as him may join a military RP group based in Red Ridge Mountains. But he didn't like any of these reasons. Super U did not like this kind of idea. Super U does not agree with your RP lore.
Super me?
Super U.
No, mate. Super you.
Super U decided to create his own lore. What unfolded was the most ridiculous moment of RP history I've ever had.
He was actually a Jedi.
What on Sky? What do you do, dude? He decided that he was now no longer a Night Elf. He was a Worgen Night Elf. And put on the mask of the wolf. He bought some hastily thrown together male transmo from the auction house and said that I will now be part Worgen. Now he knew he was a bit new to RP things, so we let it slide for now. But we thought we would ask some questions to him as you would. And he started to flesh out his Night Elf Worgen dream. Are you ready for the fleshed out Night Elf Worgen dream?
No.
It's a sexual fiesta. Apparently,
I'm in.
Nelf chicks fuck dogs. That's what I'm getting from this. Or...
Well, human chicks fuck dogs, so it's not unheard of, really.
It does happen.
Yeah, there are gross people in this.
That does happen.
I've got friends who've seen plenty of these videos.
We've seen plenty of these videos.
You've downloaded plenty of these videos on my computer.
Not for pleasurable purposes. Well, that's not true either. Not for dirty pleasurable
Let me
purposes.
just say, they didn't immediately get deleted.
No, you didn't. That's true. The legend of our RP event. Oh, no, the leader of our RP event at this time was Grizzly. Yeah, Grizzly's the leader. Who asked nothing but whys and hows. And his responses, Super U's, ranged from quick descriptions, such as, I was exiled because such a relationship was an abomination of the swag of a loon. And that's what he called it.
The swag of a loon.
The swag of a loon. To less quick descriptions like, I'm the son of a Worgen and a Night Elf. All these answers were either changed to remove his edgelord or Aronian dialect, or ignored until we got an answer with less swags and some dank memes. Another member of our group during the event asked why he came to the Band of Guards. Why did you join our band of guards? His answer was as follows, with screenshots. Do not incur my wrath, ye lowly peasants of a god, for I am a satanic demigod, exiled from Darnassus and the Lordaeron, and these should be awed to my diabolical presence. The hunter spits on the ground, he emoted. Ye should ask thyself a question, and check your privilege, before I shrek your motherage. And before I use my magnifical Worgany elf abilities to grab your hand axe and smash it upside your skull. Get RP'd, mate! Get RP'd!
I don't know what to think about that.
You just got RP'd to fuck, dude. You got shreked.
No, I got about 7 different dialects of RP.
You just got RP'd, motherfucker. And he stopped to emote a spit on the ground.
Do the lip bite as well. You know what that reminds me of? Dave from Orgasmo.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think Depeche Mode's great band.
Hey, he's a fucking satanic demigod. What?
He's a fucking retard.
The reaction to this was mixed. As Grizzly and Super U traded various insults, both in and out of character. That's right, they took it to both sides of the coin. That's playing the fiddle and playing the brown.
You're just going dry and straight.
Oh, I am never dry.
Or straight.
I literally Vaseline my hand daily. You never know. You never know. It could be any time, any moment. You don't know. So be ready.
Then stop using an oil-based lubricant.
Okay. Wow. I should buy some. I use WD-40 though.
I just read up on that. No other reason.
The reaction to this was mixed. As the two traded insults, the three of us were in our own call and were in stitches at this blatant failure at role-playing. And some of the guild had a laugh too. But as you know, there is always that one guy who is well into his RP.
I'm into my RP, mate.
And can't be pleased. And spoke in the guild chat about how Super U just needed to be kicked for failing to RP properly. Another argument broke out between the two characters. The Super U Wealth replied to him saying, "You can't kill me, for I'm an endangered species." So, Peter, yeah? Calling Peter on your ass.
Peter!
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 Calling Peter! You can't kill me, I'm calling Peter.
Come on, we can't kill Peter. Cat Piss says we can't. Peter!
You can't kill me, for I'm an endangered species of Worgen elf born of a Worgen woman and a night elf man. I never even
It was
considered
a
it working
demigod,
that way.
though. It was a demigod a minute ago, so why is he saying that now, oh, he can't kill me, I'm an endangered species? Yeah? Get your lore on track. Get your background on track. You're either a demigod or an endangered species. Can't be an endangered species, a demigod, mate. Don't happen, mate. Yeah? Don't happen. You're unique. You're not endangered. Tell him. Tell him how it is, McCluskey.
Did you ever consider that it was a Nelf guy and a Worgen woman?
An elf guy and a Worgen woman.
Yeah. So it was the Nelf raising the tail.
I don't get it.
Well, I always pictured, I don't know why. Maybe because of the internet. But that the dog was fucking a woman. It was the other way round.
What, the dog?
Tails up.
A bloke was fucking a dog.
Correct. A dog woman, mind. Sensible. Not gay.
I've not seen that porn, mate.
Gotta keep it straight. You know what I mean? Gotta keep it straight. That hairy pussy. While the man-child raging a guild chat to kick him was trying to use his mighty hammer of light to fell this demonic creature. Because Super U at this point had just gone into pure bullshit emotes like Matrix dodge the hammer. I hit you with my hammer of light.
Matrix dodge.
Matrix dodge. /EM Matrix dodge.
No, but he's doing it when he goes back, mate, and he flings an arm back. He's like out with his other hand.
Sometimes you should just put his hand up. The guild master got a little bit pissed that he was starting to use Matrix skills, and Super U was kicked from the guild. Ah, but Super U was still in Redridge Mountains though, mate. So kept speaking about the strength of his super rare Worgen blood hybridness. He then spammed into trade chat, "I'm a big deal! I'm the boss! and I shall destroy you. I'm a big deal.
I'm a nice guy.
He made an emote spam saying, summoning the fury of the hellfires and blasting the whole ground into the mountain and tearing them to shreds.
And everyone just stands there, mate, in silence as he types that. No one says a thing. You can just hear crickets, and then just one of them steps forward and goes,
Bruh.
To be fair, he did destroy a whole mountain.
well, he's an endangered species.
Let's get it square.
Mate, he's an endangered species guy fucking dog demigod. Yeah?
Guy dog
He's got pars.
Grizzly and I didn't like the Red Ridge Guard RPers. Anyway, they're all dead. Well, that's okay though. I never really liked them anyway. And so he persuaded the guild
You're all dead.
that Super U was an insane night elf, or not the wealth, and had needed to kill these guards' characters. And the GM accepted it and said, if we can kill the wealth, then we can kill the guard. To which the wealth accepted. And the wealth accepted the end of the Worgen Night Elf Hunter storyline in a splendid emote of the sun's rays blinding him and allowing Grizzly to purge him with fire. And then the rest of the guild kicked his ashes about. Yeah. That was how he died. That's how you kill a demigod. They used the sun against him. You alright, mate?
No.
What's the matter? He went out in a blaze of glory.
I'm not happy with the law.
You're not happy with the law of the wealth death.
Now,
Wealth death is not easy. And that's what we should always remember. But they used the sun's rays to blind him, which then gave Grizzly Jackson the opportunity to purge him with fire, and then everyone else spread his ashes about.
just wait and stick the boot in me.
Stick the boot in
Stick
so he
the
can't
boot in.
reform.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Manchester rules.
I still game with Super U, but he doesn't play WoW, which is a shame. A shame to a loss to the whole RP
That's
community.
a loss to RP.
A loss
right
to the
there.
RP community. And although I play it on the side, currently just getting one of each class to 100, I only have a human priest and Pandaren shaman and a female orc rogue left. Nice. I'm playing other games too. Grizzly is, however, still around and is still into roleplay and raiding. But we do play other games occasionally. Thank you for reading the story of Super U, the demigod wealth. The demigod wealth. Nothing wrong with the demigod. Let's continue the RP. Let's turn it up. This story illustrates why I RP. You ready?
It's got to be covered in bitches.
This is
hasn't it?
It contains some of the best, some of the worst RPers I've ever encountered. And all of the confusion that comes gift wrapped with trying to do anything RP wise in WoW. I apologise for it being long, but I assure you, it's totally worth it.
That's exactly what I say to a girl the morning after.
What? I apologise for it being long, but I assure you it's worth the read.
You didn't say worth the read, you said worth it.
Oh, sorry. It does say worth the read. Like you have a big tattoo of the Bible on your dick. It's worth it.
Mate, you can fit that in half. It's like a can of Stella.
You know what I can write on my dick? A list of all the top Jewish sports heroes.
Don't even know how to respond.
It's a joke from Airplane. It's well good. She said, "Have you got anything like to read?" And she gives her a book about that big. I said, "Top Jewish sports heroes." It's fucking class. So funny. I don't think you can tell that joke anymore, but I just did.
Suck it, society.
Look at her, whoa. Yeah, it's a great joke. It's a wonderful joke. It's so cool. Okay. This one's called RP Drama. Yes, people really are this stupid. Which we're already ready to go. Ahem! Holla ballers! My name is not included, the Night Elf Druid, but you can call me whatever you like, Billy. I bring you today a story of wonder and woe, and of the true plight that dogs us on RP Realms, the fact that we pretend to be heroes, and just not everyone is up to the job. Looking at you.
Don't even
I
fucking
instinctively
question.
looked at you.
Mate,
then.
I am
Instinctively.
literally the biggest pimp on Argent Dawn. You don't even know. You don't even know, yeah?
What a claim!
You don't even
There
know.
is no bigger pimp.
You don't fucking step. You don't fucking step to Swag Billy like that. Shit, you better show respect, bitch.
What the fuck Swag Billy. That's
You
your
better show
RP pimp
respect.
name, Swag Billy.
That's a pseudonym that I'm giving
Swag
you.
Billy.
I don't want you to find me in game. That's a pseudonym.
No, look for a character called
yeah, you better
Swag
show
Billy.
respect.
You better step. You better start to
Yeah.
step in.
You better show respect.
You better get to step in. Swag Billy.
Shit. Fucking set my bottom bitch on you with a shank.
Gator, don't play that.
Exactly.
Gator, don't play that.
Gonna never play that. Never play that.
All right. A while back, during the Great Drought of Mists of Pandaria, or was it the Drought of Kata? I forget. I roleplay, so I don't really get content droughts as much as non-RPers. Good point. RPers don't care if there's no content to do because they're making their own.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean? Making their own, and that's delicious. We, on the EU realm of Argent Dawn, were united into a single great fuck-explosion. Hard light rings of dramatic events. It was called, and all you Argent Dawn viewers out there may know it, it was called the Wings of Twilight campaign. Ooh, yeah? Sounds like a Cataclysm name to me, though, the Wings of Twilight. What say you to that?
I'm with you.
An awesome idea that was going to come together, wherein the remnants of the Twilight Hammer snuck through the dark portal back to their home world and tried to revive the great Neltharion via relics, and his bastard children left out in the twisted crags of the Outlands.
What's wrong with the children? No need to insult them like that, mate.
Are they bastards, though?
What, like really bad people?
No, as in the classical, like Jon Snow.
He's a snowman.
Hey, doesn't Jon Snow come back in a couple of weeks? Spoilers.
Well, he's not so much a spoiler.
It's not a spoiler because they show it at the end.
He appeared in the airport of the place where they're filming, and he's still not allowed contractually to cut his hair. So I'm guessing Jon Snow's not dead. Do you know what I mean?
They also revealed that he'd signed his contract.
I'm not a smart man, Janae, but I think I fucking know what love is.
Brackets. I think the brackets here are out of character. It had never worked, but they're crazy, so they get a free pass in this stuff. Okay. And to us chasing them, well, you're only crazy until you're right. And by Brock Cigar's ballsack,
I'll allow it.
2 thumbs up. It will be a bad time for them to not be crazy anymore because they were very interesting people in the roleplay world. All right. Brock Cigar's ballsack claimed. Claimed.
Gargled.
So, whilst the forces of the Alliance were preoccupied in the siege of Orgrimmar, oh yeah, it was map, a band of neutral and otherwise free operating military groups headed on out to the portal. Alliance and Horde, those in between. Ooh, who is betwixt?
Don't know.
What are you giggling at? Are you betwixt?
There's something that's really not funny that made me laugh, that's all.
There's always those moments. So, Alliance and Horde and everything betwixt to chase down, catch and turn inside out these slimy Twilight twats.
This guy's got it going on.
You know what you are? You're a fucking slimy Twilight twat. It sounds like it was written by like fucking some really old school British director.
By a cray.
Yeah, by a cray. It's all very epic until you become a Twilight twat. I was on the Alliance side of the campaign, and it's where the shit started getting stupid. Apparently, let's set this. Are you ready for me to tell you this tale and set the story? Apparently, in the story thus far, the Alliance side had a breakdown in communications between the people, out of characterly, organising the campaign. In other words, no one knew what the fuck was going on, and the people who were in character. Oh shit! So they were trying to sort out of character, right? And then try to transfer their out of character messages into in character messages. And then it got all mixed up, mate, in the middle somewhere.
Do you know what you need to do for shit like that, mate?
What, mate?
You need to be with them on TeamSpeak or Skype and use
You
that as
need
neutral
a
ground.
coordinator.
That's neutral
A
ground,
dungeon
mate.
master.
Yeah, that's neutral ground.
You need
When it's in game, it's got to be
what's the
by
guy?
the fucking book, mate. Don't matter how much maxi you got to keep it in game. But if you're on Skype with them or you're on TeamSpeak, it's like, look, mate, I'm just going to walk past you, yeah? Gingerly brush your fucking hair, yeah? It's going to make you cream your pants. In game, go.
Slick. You have to have Dungeons and
Pull it
Dragons
off,
though,
mate.
right? To keep it in story. There's a dungeon master who resides above everything and keeps it kosher.
Like a big arcing tree that looks a
Basically
lot
a god.
like... What is it now? Looks a lot like...
Think about it as the wizard in Cones of Dunshire. Yeah? He sits above everybody else, keeping it regulation. Yeah? Cones of Dunshire, mate.
Would you be a good dungeon master? Or would
No,
you
I'd be so bored.
I'd be well good, mate.
So fucking bored.
What, you can put voices like...
I would do
him
voice.
out of...
Have you seen the IT crowd, where you get special effects and
that's
stuff?
not good.
So
That's not...
good.
Have you not seen the one in Big Bang Theory?
No.
Where he's talking about everything that they meet in the dungeon looks like a celebrity. You know,
Oh, yeah,
They
he
meet a
does
talking
mention
tree that looks a lot like Nicolas Cage. Caution those who travel here.
Alright. And the fact that the people who were organising our campaign did not know their shit. And were actually dumb fucks. Who were still figuring out which hole a square peg goes into. So the leaders. Though by this point I seem to understand that most of the people meant to be leading weren't ever online when the event was starting. Or something. So it was just around 1 or 2 people leading the alliance. Both Draenei. Understood? It's all gone wrong.
No.
It led to nonsensical and half-garbled instructions like, see that long road of Draenei bones leading up to the portal, yeah? Walk on it. RP style.
Move.
Which pissed off the Draenei contingent of the campaign to no small degree. Why they gotta be Draenei bones, you racist cunt? Me!
That hurt my ears.
But why they gotta be Draenei though?
Why not?
Why can't it just be bones?
Draenei bones are
Oh, the
bigger.
Draenei's getting fucking up at you.
Bigger, mate.
Oh, the Draenei. When you get all the goat fuckers getting pissed, that's when you know it.
What, Welsh people?
They're dude.
Who fucks goats? I heard this today! No shit, someone said that.
Why did you hear this today?
Because someone mentioned, no, it was on Friday in work, because it was the same dialogue as well. I went, what, Welsh people? It's like, no, Welsh sheep, mate. This place is goats.
This place is goats. No, Scotland. We'll go to
I
Scotland.
think it's Leeds.
Leeds are goat fuckers.
Leeds are goat fuckers.
And yes, apparently in brackets, we're going out of character again, the Path of Glory is literally comprised of the bones of dead Draenei. Take a look at it sometime. That shit's heavy metal.
Doesn't sound heavy metal.
Hey, according to our RP hero right here, it's heavy metal.
No.
So, first foot forward, and the first foot stumble. But no matter, we all got to on a hold, undaunted, unpacked, and made camp. And now we can patch up these rocky relations. Who the fuck attacked the Draenei? Yes, the drama started. Apparently someone tried to attack the Draenei that were camped out down the other side of the peninsula. Somebody on the Alliance side. Now this is where I need to point something out. This was not meant to be a military campaign, but it was meant to be a serious matter of RP, led by the people in character that know their shit. And the fact that these people did not know their shit, and this was a non-military situation, and were actually dumb fucks, created many problems, right? We're supposed to be working as a team. Draenei standing shoulder to shoulder with orcs, yeah? Trolls standing shoulder to shoulder with fucking Nelfs and that. Humans shagging Taurens, cause moo. Moo, mate. Moo, mate.
Would you fuck a female Tauren?
So the
Don't change the subject. Answer
it
the
does
fucking
sound
question.
cozy. It sounds like a snug entry.
I think it happened, mate. Let's go back to gnomes. Would you fuck a gnome?
I don't want to do this with everything. Alright. So the leaders headed out to mend the damage done from the Path of Glory debacle and the following attack. Yeah? Problems to sort out. Negotiations needed, mate. White tent. Khaleesi. By the time they got back, someone had decided to start a new RP event where he up and interrogated one of the members of the RP Horde side to death. It sounds like that guy just logged off. He's like, I'm done, I'm going in for the night.
Dead.
I RP'd him to death, mate. I fucking interrogated him, fried his testicles.
Can't do that, mate. He's a fucking endangered demigod Draenei.
No, that's a different guy. This is just a...
Whoa!
It's just
A Draenei!
We're going to start mixing it up. A Taruman. A Draenei. That's gross. A green goat fucker. So naturally, this just couldn't fly.
A Draenome!
Oh.
I can't live anymore.
Why, you want to be a goat gnome?
Mate, I'm an avid follower of the gnomes. 2
2 days later, the entire guild that had interrogated the prisoner had up and left back home, and their campaign was over. What?
Garona is a fucking Draenor.
No, she's not. She's a Garrison
Mate,
follower.
everyone's just said Garona, yeah?
Who fucked who?
Don't know. I can see the future.
Who fucked who? Who made a Corona? I Corona.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's guess.
Val.
Velen's a Draenei, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's dead.
That guy who goes, Moo! That guy. Moo!
Stop doing it.
That's what he does.
I reckon it was an unnamed guy like the guy who goes, Zug Zug.
Here's the Zug Zug guy. Right? Garona's mother was a whore. Grom raped Arel. Orc raped Draenei. Orcs don't rape.
Mate, they do.
Bill Cosby and Arel walk into a van.
Now you see,
Oh, Arel got a Cosby.
your elves in the bar.
Oh, can't laugh. That's a touchy subject. If only you knew the real story. So dark. I think Novel should write as a drama that's real, like with perspective.
Call it Draenor. 50 Shades of Draenor.
You guys are wrong, man. Okay, so we've lost a lot. We've lost the interrogation squad. They've gone. That's over.
They've logged for the night, mate.
And now it was time for this assault on the Hellfire. Was it called Hellfire Citadel? I think it was. Yeah. Although that's the new raid. I think it was called that. Oh, it's the...
Hellfire Peninsula.
Wait a second.
Right? Don't mute the mic. Do not
just
mute
realised.
the mic for something like that. When I did it, you highlighted that shit. Say it now. Confess.
I don't want to.
Confess.
I don't want to confess.
You're a phony. You're a fraud, sir. Do it, because people aren't going to let this rest now.
I only just realised that Hellfire Citadel is the same Hellfire Citadel from TVC, and of course it is, because it's Outland. It never dawned on me, even though they're called the exact same thing. They look very different, maybe, I can't even remember. Do they? They might look exactly the same. Confess! Confess! I know! I can't believe it! I can't believe I never noticed. That's how little I care about that stuff.
When I didn't know about Warlords of Draenor, and the fact that what Draenor was and TBC was, and you fucking highlighted that and looked at me like I was some dipshit.
I just never realised. It never occurred to me. It never occurred to me. They're called the exact same thing. I just did the Legacy of the TVC as well. You think it would have dawned on me then?
Shame.
I just never clocked on. I never even gave it a second thought. I just considered it the new raid. That's when he said Hellfire Citadel. I thought, oh, has he mixed up the names of the story? And I was like, huh, wait a minute. All right, of course it is. Okay.
Carry on talking, mate.
I need the mouse.
Right, okay, then you can have it in 1 sec. God. You earned this.
So sad.
Fucking talk
I don't
to
care about that kind of stuff.
You
I'm
should
just
do.
looking at the mechanics.
You're a dirty, stinking liar, mate.
Shame.
I'll take it.
Shame. Shame.
You can have your mouse back.
Thank you.
You earned it.
I just don't care about that kind of stuff. Oh well. Okay, so we lost the interrogators. Now for the assault on Hellfire Citadel, which consisted of walking face first into the path of glory, flanked by high cliffs and artillery. That sounds like the worst strategic decision ever.
High cliffs and artillery.
Yeah, you know the Path of Glory. When you go into Outland, in the TBZ version, there's the big cave, the big valley, with all the cannons on the side.
Yeah.
At least, so that's where they decided to march the army through there.
What? Below the cannons?
Yeah.
Enemy cannons?
Below the cannons. That's the plan. We're going to walk through there. It was a fucking mess. Yet more out of character bullshit was making trouble for the in-character leaders. Look, after about facing, I had to RP walk back out of the valley. Turn around. But keep RP walking though, mate. Don't make it look stupid as we all turn around. Come here, watch this.
What?
Follow me.
Go, mate.
Wait, I'm not off camera. Keep going.
Keep going.
You ready?
I'm ready, mate.
Wait! This is really stupid though. Turn around but make it look good. Onwards! RP! RP all day!
I've seen some RPs here, mate.
And that is how we RP. You gotta keep it in fucking character. You gotta keep it looking legit, otherwise it'll look stupid. So we about faced and walked back to Honor Old with only a few people who were almost killed by Horde. Finishing the job so we could press on into Zangarmarsh. We considered that part of the event complete.
And scene. Oh.
Well,
Good hustle, guys. Good hustle.
That bit's done. That bit's done. That's alright. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next bit. So, by this point, the in-character leaders had given up on the out-of-character leaders and just took charge to avoid future catastrophes. But unbeknownst to them, unbeknownst sir, the guild to whom the dumb fuck that dumb fucked up with the Draenei, the interrogators, had decided, and I'm paraphrasing here, that all the Draenei in the campaign aren't taking their RP seriously enough. Called. You all got called out, goat boys. You all got called out. So, they decided they would dress up as Twilight cultists, become the enemy, and attack all the Draenei to make them more inclined to RP better.
But the name's going to appear above the heads.
It don't matter, mate, though.
They know who they are.
No, it's RP. You don't look at names. You turn it off.
I don't.
Oh,
shit. That is a new level. I didn't even think of doing that.
Yep. You can turn all that off so you just see the transmog. You are your transmog when you RP.
But you can still click them and then see the name tag.
You can turn that off with mods. You can turn off names, yeah? I don't think you understand what you do to get a good RP sesh going.
I'm going to RP, mate.
A proper sesh with an ash at the end. Once again, square pegs round hole. When accosted for their clumsy attempts at diplomacy, the leader of the interrogators, we'll call him Duncan Bollocks. The leader of the Duncan Bollocks had decided he'd actually become the one in charge of the Alliance side campaign now, since he was taking his RP very seriously. And the other in-character leaders were doing such a weak job. That's right, I'm in charge now. Duncan Bollocks is here, mate.
I thought he was going to move.
Who are you? You're in charge.
Move, mate. You need to do it now.
Move, mate. Duncan Bollocks, mate. Who's in charge of this garrison? Duncan Bollocks, mate. Better call him the commander. Better respect him.
Chief Duncan.
The Chief Bollocks.
Chief Bollocks.
Chief Bollocks.
You can't say Chief. That sounds like a.
You better talk to Chief Bollocks over there.
Like someone who's from a tribe. Chief Duncan Bollocks.
Whoa! Did you just?
Yeah.
Whoa! What are you doing? So ethnic, dude.
Is it?
Check your privilege. Look at your privilege. All over you.
I was being an Indian, mate.
I wouldn't do that.
Can't do that. What world is this?
Social justice for everyone. That's how I social justice people these days. I don't want to get confused with a white knight, so I'll get my black shirt on and I'll just go like that.
Oh shit!
Fuck!
You know this whole PC thing can suck it, mate.
Suck my PC.
Fucking dick.
I don't think we've ever been accused of being PC, to be honest.
I'm not PC.
All right then. So Duncan Bollocks steps up like a man.
You're gonna give me fucking mild tinnitus, you.
If you go on without nosebleeds,
Mop.
Let's go out of character with our author once more. In RP, it is generally accepted that sometimes out of character ideas can go wrong, and you try to make concessions to one another. But Duncan Bollocks had missed that memo and was using this as an excuse to, in character, stroke his out-of-character EP. Yeah? Duncan fucking bollocks.
Taking names,
He tell you what he was doing, he was like, I'm taking over.
Gives him a wet willy, though.
Oh, no, he was going straight for the anus. Nothing but brown.
No, mate, you gotta get a screwdriving thumb, then.
So after schmoozing with the Draenei again to soothe the only slightly grievous injuries, the leader of the Argent Crusade Guild that had to deal with this crap before went up to the leaders in character and said, okay, so this will be Cloggington, who is the leader of the Argent Crusade. And how did Cloggy speak? Hey y'all! Can we get rid of Duncan Bollocks and his merry band of foot-shooting nitwits? What'd you say, y'all? That's how I think Cloggington speaks.
Brava!
Okay. The leaders were happy to oblige. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm inclined to agree.
I wasn't there for it, but I hear it got juicily heated between Cloggington and Duncan Bollocks. Sup, Bollocks?
Sup, y'all?
You're out! And the general theme was, and this was supposed to be battle-hardened war veterans trying to prevent the second coming of the apocalypse here. Duncan Bollocks' reply, as a battle-hardened warrior, was, no, we're not fired! You're fired! And we're leaving! Can't fire me!
You spat on me, mate.
Oh, dude, all over the face earlier.
That wasn't even real, though. We've fucking already talked about that. That's genuine grab.
That's right.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Why does it taste like semen?
Well, you weren't here before the show. I got
It
bored.
was you in that glory hole.
See what I can do in this chair. So Duncan Bollocks said, you can't fire me because we quit, mate. Yeah. And then he just fucking John Cena'd the shit out of there. Slowly, though. We were given a salty play-by-play. That's lovely. You're a slobber knocker. Going with the play-by-play in G-chat by one of our members that had gone along, and the oh juicy justice, it was sweet. However, now it was time for part 2 of the campaign.
And Egg Face Part 2.
Engage the Zangarmarsh Initiative. Yeah?
Do you reckon some guy RP'd as Nick Fury went round to people saying, I want to speak to you about the Zangarmarsh Initiative?
It's time for the Zangarmarsh Initiative.
Let's speak to you, mate. Wait a minute. You're going to have to wait. I want to speak to you about the Zangarmarsh Initiative.
I don't know what this means. I think this is in Troll. The Zangarmarsh Initiative, part of the campaign to actually get Trop Serious Mon Ami.
Trop serious.
Trop Serious Mon Ami. Alliance and Horde had to kill 2 powerful DKs on different sides of the zone simultaneously, or else it doesn't work. It was pretty awesome watching the Alliance guilds descend from Tralador into the swamp, walk over to the dried out lake bed. Apparently the in-character leader, the only in-character leader of the Alliance side, decided he was had to go to bed at that point. Let's call her Fanny Name.
Fanny Name.
Let's call her Fanny Name. Had not been given any instructions on how this was supposed to go down. So like an uber baller, she came up with it in the last few minutes before go time, and boy, this did not disappoint. This encounter remains to this day one of the best I have been a part of since I started WoW. This is why I RP, sir. This is our moment. I need to get a little serious on you motherfuckers for a minute.
Get in character, mate, yeah? Work it out.
Can we get serious roleplay mode on? I need a bandana of some description.
I can work
Can
out.
I get a prop?
You're going to have to give me a minute.
Can I have a claver?
Wait.
We're about to set the scene, gentlemen and ladies, for the best RP moment
Claver, mate.
in the history of World of Warcraft.
Wait.
Let's suit up.
What is that? Oh, it's an iPad. Can I put... You just got to trust me, mate.
Can I put it around my head?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, mate.
Quick, though. We've got to keep the show going. Right.
Let me do this. I can put it around your neck later and I can asphyxiate wank. Put it around your neck.
You got me.
Wait. Just stay there, mate. I've got this. Right, I'm going to have to stay here a little bit. Go.
The setting. The Deadmire. Northeast of Zangarmarsh. The belligerents. 60 or so alliance neutral warriors versus 1 Uber DK. The stakes. The revival of Neltharion the Earthwarder. And a new Cataclysm. And probably some shit dungeons. The plan. Use some mounted cannons to blow the fuck out of the DK. So, 60 plus allies wander into the Deadmire and all seem... Holy shit. Far from beneath the feet of our merry convoy sprout an unending stream of skeletons. We form a defensive wall, a phalanx, healers and ranged in the middle around the cannons. We stand there, carving away as the skeletons keep rising and rising from the depths. All sorts of monsters, flayers, broken, draenei, orcs, ogres, all cold and raised sans flesh, sans mercy. After a while, we realize that there will be no end to this tide. But we still had a job to do. We forged our way, holding our circle strong into the mire. If this is all we had to deal with, we could... Holy shit. A massive, undead crust burster. Its ungodly frame oozing with filth from the mire burst out beside us. It had creeped a pit into the centre of our phalanx, and it fell the healers. Some of the ranged and one of the cannons. They were stuck in there, the mud slopping down on them whilst the circle of shields did what they could to defend the cannons and the injured without the healers. Then the crust burster. After taking damage, retreated back underground, and we tried to make a hole in our circle with another pit, but we were too fast this time. It started to swallow our party members whole, and as they desperately tried to cut their way out of it, its fecund belly, we tried desperately to pierce its thick hide. Finally, the crust burster swallowed someone it shouldn't have. Let's call him Super Prophet of Chud. I.e. the guy carrying this dynamite in case the cannons didn't work. Boom! Nearly blew the thing in half! Now we had no dynamite. We managed to recover, still fighting our skeletons and the exhaustion setting in. We got to our peeps and got them out of the pit, but alas, there was no saving the cannon. 1 cannon remaining, no more backup dynamite. Onward we charged until there, standing waiting for us on a broken, rotting pier, was the DK.
Coming back in.
Larger than life, carrying a huge soul blade. One of the Lich King's original Death Knights, the 2nd generation. The big boys of Warcraft 3, and he had not come along. As DKs are likely to do, 2 filthy abominations charged the group and the DK took flight on a frostworm. The leader charges one of the abominations on her Elec, separated from the group and obscured by unnatural fog. By this point, we were all lagging in HP. The event had been going on for nearly an hour. We were ragged. But in comes hero number 2. Let's call him Brendan Original. Brendan Original the Third gets on the cannon and rolls a perfect 100 on the first go. We were stunned. Out of character, he truly rolled a 100 on the cannon. The leader is stunned. Literally a 1 in 100 chance. Our leader says, "Fuck you, you magnificent bastard. You ruined the frostworm part of the encounter, but I cannot deny the heft of your ballsack." Or something along those lines. The worm took it to the face and its head and shatters. The DK landed face first in the mud, and oh, is he pissed. So we fight them all off. The DK, the abomination, the skeletons. Another cannonball square on the DK himself, and this time another 100! The DK fell, carved to pieces by holy warriors. The abomination fell to the ground, sniped hard from a panda. Let's call him Panda Jesus. That had climbed on top of the shrooms to escape the skeletons and had been kicking them off his shroom the whole way until he could get in a few good shots. But then what? We'd won, right? What was happening? But what of the Horde? What had happened to the Horde? Across the marshes, the Horde were tangled up in their own woes. Aaron Jesus had not been on their side, and they were still on their first level of the encounter. Their in-character leader had died! That meant the skeletons would keep coming and coming and coming until the horde were done. But our merry, mismatched crew weren't out of it yet. Thundering from the fog comes an armadillic with our leader atop of it, coated in bile, bones and blue blood, and charged back into the fray. Let's go! What followed was the biggest cheese-it in the Warcraft universe. Until Broken Shores happened, I assume. Elec Charge leads the way, pushing through the undead in hopes of escaping out the other side. The healers carrying the wounded carrying the healers. The cannon left to sink into the mine and into history. Panda Jesus, mushroom hopping above us, shooting down to help clear the path. We ran hard and fast. All the while the skeletons grasping at our ankles, always coming, never stopping. Light, moonlight, fresh air, free of the stale foggy mire. We were free. All of us were free. Most were grievously injured, mind you, but we were free. And that was our story. My character was too injured in the fight to go on. Cloggington and a few others had suffered the same fate and sat out the remainder of this campaign, but for me it didn't matter. That is where it ended, and it could have ended on no better note. We had made up for the Hellfire debacle. We had beaten the horde to the punch. We had sent countless dead back to their graves. And this time, Duncan Bollocks wasn't there to complain about how we could have done it better. This was a good day. This is why I RP, and why I will hold all those involved to me to be personal RP heroes. Cloggington, that thought up the event on the fly. Panda Jesus, guarding us from above. Duncan Bollocks, that took the brunt of the Abomination of DK attacks. And of course the Combustion Carnage. Precision aiming, precision rolling, and the people that made up the protective ring and the inner core of our phalanx. Never breaking, never faltering, always awesome. Thank you for listening.
Bet it was hot in that balaclava, mate, wasn't it?
It was actually moist around the mouth area because it was
a massive
over my mouth.
Massive piece of fabric that looked like a snake.
It was part over my mouth, which gave me maximum amounts of drool. Hell, what an RP tale. They know how to...
intense.
What an afternoon in Zangarmarsh. I'm just getting my rep for the Underspore Spodlings.
Why?
Because I wanted the Underspore friend, mate. Do you even?
Yeah, already got it.
Do you even? I rate 8 out of 8 for RP deliciousness. And I salute you. I rate you, sir. Missed it. Shit, I missed it. Poor money shine. Oh, you should try the RP. Not for me, though. I'm going to take a little break and then we'll come back and shoot the shit about all kinds of other stuff, including many games. You been playing many games this week?
This week?
I will kick back and talk. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, you wonderful, beautiful bastards. See you shortly.
Peace!